What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I have new fun things! Activewear! Actually, just one type of activewear, I think. Y'all know I love activewear, and there's one brand in particular that I have really liked for leggings. That brand is called Arise Evolve. The owner is just like, she's just one girl, and forever ago she sent me a sample of her leggings when I was talking about what I really like in a legging, which is that they're like high quality fabric, they have like some compression to them, they have a seamless waistband, and her leggings were that. So she literally just left me a message one day and was like, hey, I would love to send you a pair of my leggings just to see if you like them, and I loved them. And this girl is amazing. Like, we never talk. I don't really know who she is, but every time she comes up with some new product from her line, she just mails it to me. Like, doesn't say anything. I just like go to my mailbox one day and there's product of hers in there waiting for me. And this was no different. She has, oh my gosh. Oh, I like this. Okay, so she's launched joggers. Joggers! Oh my gosh, this color. Why is olive just like the best color ever? Oh my gosh, that is so cute. She sent me 3 pair, it looks like. Olive, gray, and black. Ooh, I love joggers. They're just amazing. They are so comfy and they're really flattering. I stayed away from joggers for so long because I have bigger quads and I just thought that joggers would make my quads look really bigger, but they actually don't. It's like actually a super flattering type of bottom. So, okay, I'm gonna try these on really quick and see how I feel. Okay, so these are the green, obviously. They're definitely tighter than most joggers I get. I even sized up on these. I think I asked her to size me up to a large. I normally get a medium just to make sure that they actually were loose in the legs, and they're not really. They are loose at the ankle though, but I still just like how joggers look. That is so cute. I might even want to size up. If she had an extra large, I probably would do an extra large. Whoop, whoop. Okay, and then these are the black ones. Again, not like the loosest fit around my quads, but I definitely have larger quads in general, so that's not surprising. I find that in joggers a lot. Like, they fit perfectly in the waist. They're the perfect length. I just got big old netty quads that take up space, but these are super comfortable. The material's super soft, but like thick. Very like thick in a good way, like me. Just kidding. The only thing I would say is definitely size up one, and if you have thicker thighs, maybe even size up 2 sizes. Just my opinion. If you have like really skinny legs, your normal size would probably be fine. So ooh, these are so comfy. I'm gonna wear these all day. All right, full day of eating going down today. I have been not filming full days of eating for a couple of months because I've been doing a lot of these pre-prepped meals. I've talked about them a few times. I will have like 2 or 3 of these a day, and then I might have like a piece of fruit and a protein shake or like some kind of like higher quality protein bar, and that's like all I've been eating lately. So I feel really bad being like, oh yeah, it's full day of eating. 3 meals that I did not cook or prepare. And I know not everybody has the means to like have pre-prep meals sent to them. For me, it's not like about wanting to save the most money with my groceries. It's really about wanting to give myself the best odds of like actually eating healthy. Hold on. So I started these in like December, I wanna say. Or maybe the end of November, I started getting those Icon meals weekly. No, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm paying my own money for them. But I just realized like having those in the house makes me eat so much better. I know that like I work from home, I should be able to cook for myself all day, but I'm just going through a weird funk with my nutrition where like no matter what I was doing, like I would buy healthy food and I would try to pre-prep some of it ahead of time, and like I just did not want to eat my own leftovers first of all, and then to cook anything fresh. Like December through like the following December, no, but really like December through at least like the first few months of the year are crazy busy for me. So for me to have to stop in the middle of work to go spend like 30 to 40 minutes making a meal and eating was just not something that I wanted to do. And so I kept finding myself coming to the kitchen and grabbing like fast stuff, which was just like snacks. So I'd be eating like crackers and chips and protein shakes all day and like not making healthy meals anymore. So that's why I've been getting Icon meals, is just to like get myself to be eating healthy things for now while I'm in this like really busy season / in the season of just like literally not wanting to make healthy food or being motivated to do so. Obviously for me, that's no excuse to not eat well. I knew I had to do something. So that's why I'm getting these meals, even though it's a little bit more expensive than to just make and prep meals myself. It's not something I have time for. So I found a solution, short-term solution. That's all I gotta do. Okay, now it's time for a very late lunch. What time is it? That's not the time. It is 2:38. Even though I've been up since 5 a.m. today, Saturdays are always so weird because I get up, I go to the gym, I come home, I eat, and then I immediately start cleaning the house for like hours. It's like just my random Saturday morning routine before I start doing client check-ins at the end of the day. And so then I like, after I eat breakfast and I clean for hours, it's usually like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm like, oh, I haven't eaten yet. I gotta do that. And I have a friend coming over tonight to hang out. Yes, I have friends. So I'm gonna eat a meal now. She's gonna probably come over around 5 and then I will probably have to eat a meal super duper late after she leaves, which is okay, by the way. You can eat late at night. You know when they say like don't eat after 5 or 6 p.m. or whatever, you know that rule really originated from the fact that like by 5 or 6 o'clock in the day, your average human has eaten the amount of calories that they need for the day. And so by cutting off eating at 5 or 6 o'clock at night, it stops people from eating more calories than they need. That was like originally why they created that rule. That's what I've heard. But I think people have warped it into thinking like something mystical happens to calories consumed after 5 p.m. and that they immediately turn to fat or something. They don't. That rule originally existed to help people control their calories, not to like confine us to only eating before 5 p.m. Fun fact. All right, I'm gonna make my next meal. An old favorite, 100-calorie instant oatmeal, maple and brown sugar. I love this stuff. It's 100 calories a pack, which is awesome. I'm going to top it with my favorite granola, actually the only granola I get, Purely Elizabeth granola. It also has like probiotics in it, I guess. I don't know, I like it because it's just really healthy. Like I feel like a lot of granolas are just like super high in sugar and this one's like not. It's only 5 grams of sugar per serving and actually has a lot of really good stuff in it for you. I like that. And then I'm gonna top all of that with another old favorite. If you have been watching me for like years, you probably remember me using Nuts and More nut butter in a lot of things. I've been a fan since I was a bikini competitor. If you didn't know I was a bikini competitor, you've not been here for that long. So I already love peanut butter, almond butter. I love that stuff anyway. It's so good. And it's a good source of protein. I think most almond butters or nut butters are between like 7 to 9 grams of protein per serving. But these Nuts and More brand peanut butters, not only do they come in really fun flavors like salted caramel, I also have done toffee crunch and an apple crisp one. I've done a million flavors. They're really good, but they have more protein in them than your average peanut butter. So this has 12 grams of protein per serving, which is just really good. It's just a little extra boost of protein, which is nice because I don't really have exactly like a protein source in this meal. Like I don't have like protein powder going in or eggs or egg whites or anything like that. Like I just want a bowl of oatmeal. So this meal all together, despite not having like an actual like typical protein source, is still 21 grams of protein, which is really good. So I like this meal. I've also been like picking broccoli off this tray that I made my husband. I didn't track it, so first I guess I should probably talk about what I'm doing to lose weight right now. So I'm back on a fat loss regimen. You guys know I did like Follow Me to Fit last fall and I was hoping that maybe I would lose weight during that, but it wasn't my main priority. My main priority was really just cleaning up my diet and like getting back into consistent workouts since I hadn't been doing that in like a long time. I think I mentioned in a few videos back, maybe like a month or so ago, that I was in a really bad depression from like July until probably about mid-September. I was just in a really bad place, and so fitness was really not my top priority. I was still trying to eat healthy, I was still trying to work out at least 3 days a week, but it definitely like I felt like I'd lost some of like my healthy habits. And so September, October, and a little bit of November was really just me being like, okay, let's get you back in the gym like 4 to 5 days a week. Let's get you back to eating like healthy things. And I really did well with it. I started making meals again as opposed to just like eating junk. And that's when I really started getting the icon meals because I just found that it helped me so much, and it was just like a step towards Stop it! It was just a step towards like healthy eating that I just wasn't able to make the time for, or even the mental energy for, like cooking healthy meals all the time. I know that that's probably gonna sound like super first world problem-y, but like you only have so much energy and willpower in a day. And if you find that you consistently are like not eating healthy or working out or doing something that you know is good for you, like no matter how many times you say you're gonna do it, it really benefits you to go pay someone else to make that easier for you. So for me, that included paying a company to send me healthy meals just to make sure that I was eating healthy. Like, I know I'm probably gonna get a bunch of comments on here saying like, well, how ridiculous is it that you can't make your own healthy meals? I can, but I'd rather use that time and energy toward other things right now. And because I kept struggling with that motivation, because I kept struggling with that motivation to eat healthy and I kept seeing myself not eat healthy, like how long are you gonna play that game with yourself before you finally hire the trainer or hire the coach or get the meals sent to you or do the meal prep or whatever it is that's gonna actually make the difference between like what you've been doing and what you wanna do. So I'm gonna keep doing these icon meals until I get to a place where I have the mental energy and the emotional energy and the time to commit to like eating healthy on my own. This is obviously not something I'm gonna do forever. This is kind of like a stopgap until I get to a place where I feel like, okay, cool, I have the time and the energy and the ability and the motivation to cook healthy for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed to admit that I run out of motivation, that I run out of the desire to do what's right for me on my own. Like I need help too sometimes. So all that to say, I'm not tracking macros. I never track macros. I haven't tracked macros in like 2 years. When I get to a point where I wanna be eating healthier and losing a little bit of weight, I will start to track calories a little bit, but I personally just don't ever track very rigidly. Usually what I'll do is, you know, I personally know that I probably need about 17 to 1800 calories in order to lose weight. Like that's how much I should be consuming in a day. And I usually will track around 1600. Like I'll eat until I get to about the 1600 point. And then I just know that there's other stuff in the day that I'm consuming that maybe I like don't track, but like little stuff, like a little piece of candy, or like I was eating broccoli off of that tray, which broccoli is very low calorie, but there's definitely avocado oil on that. So like, again, nothing big, but for me, I'd rather set the bar lower and say like, okay, I'm gonna just aim for 1600 calories today, knowing that like the little bites that I take of stuff during the day probably gets me to like 1800. Sometimes it might take me a little bit higher. Sometimes I might not quite get to 1700. I don't like to be super rigid about it, which if you're a client of mine, you're probably like, well, why do you make me be rigid about it? Because I know my body very well. I don't have to personally rigidly count calories in order to know what to do for myself in order to lose fat. I haven't had to do that for a long time just because I know my body so well. I don't even get on the scale very much anymore because I can just look in the mirror and see my physique and know like, yes, I'm heading in the right direction. So for me, I'm able to really ease up, and this is just not something that's really rigid or strict in my life, which is really the goal for me to get my clients to that point to where, you know, we start with tracking macros or tracking calories, and I get them on a system where they're tracking everything that they eat and they're consistently working towards something and doing very specific things to get there. But the goal is so that they get so habitual with it that they can eventually get really loose with the numbers and with like keeping track of stuff and counting, but know that they're still hitting their goals because it's habit. If any of that makes sense. I'm sure it does. Maybe it doesn't. But yes, this has been sitting here for like 7 minutes while I've been talking, so I'm gonna go eat. And I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully I remember to show you my last meal. Hopefully it's not at like midnight when my friend leaves. Oh, hello, orange lighting. Welcome. Welcome. So I'm about to eat my last meal. I was going to wait until my friend came over and then left. She's gonna be here in like 10 minutes, so I have to eat this really fast. But I actually got hungry. Like I was not hungry all day when I ate that oatmeal earlier. I actually was like force feeding myself. I just wasn't hungry, but I knew I needed the calories. But now I'm actually hungry. So I'm gonna heat this up. No fancy cooking footage for here, but if you want some fancy microwave footage. Alright, that's gonna wrap up this day of eating. I know, I barely cooked today. Did I cook it all? No! But you know what? I ate really healthy today and in a way that I'm super proud of myself. I'm really excited that this was what I ate today and not a bunch of just like crap. So I know I probably sound like I'm really pushing meal prepped stuff on you guys. I'm really not. I am telling you guys that this is the year to stop making promises to yourself that you're not gonna keep. Get help in whatever area that you need help and don't feel bad about it. I'm not feeling bad about this. I'm feeling so amazing that I have healthy food going into my body instead of ice cream, which is probably what I would be having right now if I did not have this in my house. So hopefully you like this video. It was my first full day of eating back in a long time. Let me know if you still like full day of eating videos, even if they include some like icon meals or stuff like that. Like I said, this is not what I'm doing forever, so I will have normal full days of eating that include meals in the future. I'd also be happy to do like recipe videos or snack idea videos outside of just full days of eating. So let me know if you guys want to see that. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!